Hola, bonjour Scorpio. Welcome to your February 2016 Taroscope reading with me. Hey guys, wherever you are listening from around the world, I hope you have all had a great start to 2016 with lots of love, laughter and happiness. We're using the John Holland deck as you see before you. There will be 4 cards and then a 5th overall energy for the month. The 2 stones or crystals in the background, the one on the left is the beautiful pyrite fool's gold. It's a very garnishing and protective stone. It offers great insight as well as financial abundance. And this gorgeous one is the pink calcite manganese for the heart, for love, for nurturing, romance and peace and harmony. So let's shuffle the cards and see what's in store for you guys for 2016 February. These are always beautiful cards to work with. Remember that the infusion of colour is very big in this deck as well. 18 is your first one out, a major arcana, and it's shadow, which would traditionally be the moon. Your next one out is a number 1, and it's the purple border, which is the wands, and it would be the ace represent. Your third one out is the 5 of swords as such, and that is conflict and defeat, and that is an air sign, or the mental capacity. Your fourth one out is a heart one. It's the cups, and that is the 6 of cups as such, memories of love. And your overall energy card is the 3rd eye chakra. Very nice, guys. And for that 3rd eye chakra, I will put a piece of amethyst in. This is a beautiful little crystal to harness that energy, that insightful, clairvoyant, spiritual energy, and I think that matches quite well with Scorpio. You're very much about the spirit essence and psychology and that connection to the other realms. Let's start with your first card, which is the beginning of the month, and as we walk into February, and sort of still what I consider the beginning of the year. This is traditionally the moon card, and I really love his depiction of it. It seems very clear to me that there is energy to do with the moon and the sun, so astrological lineups. I'm not sure what they are specifically in February. I haven't spent a great deal of time on them, but there could be something for Scorpio that is quite significant in the month of February somehow that affects you guys one way or another. This also takes me back to thinking of the last eclipses that came in September 2015. They were hugely potent, and I talked a lot about them at the time, and I said to you all that you would have energies that go for months and months with this whole reverberation of shifting within your psyche and your soul and everything. So I'm convinced that this is still playing a key role for you, and you are feeling all the paradigms of shift and change as we move through this year. That makes complete and utter sense, and it's how you begin the month. So still expect to see change in your life, and how you feel about things and the direction of aspects within your life, where they're travelling to. It's just a time of change on the planet. But I always say, if you had no change, we wouldn't even be alive, because every single moment of time is change. Nothing remains the same. The only constant in the universe is change. So it's a wonderful, I like it. I think it's a great card. And here we have the whole juxtaposition of our dark and light, and that's very much Scorpio, you know, your darker, hidden, secretive side, and the other side, the light side, and they're coming together and infusing. So it's like, yeah, you could be going through some relatively big personal internalization shifts. I might even read the words out from him for the moon, because or the shadow card that he calls it. Let's just find it in the book. This card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. Well, this is words that I was just saying. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain, everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. The shadow card promises that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you'll discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up, or if need be, to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna, so just remember that you're in control of how high or how low you want the reception to be. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. Beautiful messages. And hello guys, what is the overall energy of the month for you down here is the third eye chakra. So we're talking huge about your spiritual awakening. And I think from your January reading, when you had all of those kind of heavy cards, this is just taking you, you know, all that in January happened, and this is now your February moving forward again. You guys, Scorpio, you're born into the deepest astrological sign there is. It's the most intense, and it has the most stuff going on, and you're extremely connected to this realm, very psychic and spiritual, and this whole energy here is just awakening for you. It's a beautiful reading, and I think that John Holland, as I said, brings this colour and energy into the reading. That's such a gift, and it's definitely, you've got the purple is just roaming through here, so this third eye will open for you. You meditate with it, you can become clairvoyant, you can listen to messages about yourself, the direction that your life is taking, your dreams, your desires, your passions. It's all there available for you. Anyhow, come to this second card, passion ignited, you know, and this one was sitting right over it like that. This is a deep reading for you guys, but really powerfully positive. Basically, yes, it's the Ace of Wands, which is very creative. It's passion, it's fire. So fire and water together can be combustible, you know, like igniting your soul. She also is igniting her heart, and we have the heart energies in here as well. So this is new beginnings. And I think through especially the mind, and see how this orb goes through right through her third eye. And the whole biggest intensity of the circle is at this point right here in her third eye. So really powerful messages for you guys. I'll put a link in for you for third eye chakra meditations or binaural beats, which some of you might enjoy. I mean, some of you won't be interested at all, but if you do, it could be very connective. So new beginnings, creativity, in passion, could be new romances, new sexual liaisons, igniting with your body too. There could be hormones coming into play here for women, either at the end of your female life cycle, such as menopause, or the beginnings, your puberties. That could be happening for you as well. That often is associated with the moon energies. We come to this kind of third card, and it would be roughly the third week in the month, and we see conflict and defeat, which is the Five of Swords. Now, traditionally, this card shows us a man holding swords up and other people leaving. Similar to this, they are leaving and running away. What it often insinuates is that there's a period where you've had to kind of confront some people in your life because they either are not gelling with you, or there's not the right interaction, or there's not discourse. So there's not good discourse, there's disharmony. And it was kind of like an inevitable situation, but it could have possibly been handled with a little bit more gentleness and less abruptness. Often when these things happen, we can win, we can, sure, they'll leave, they'll walk out of our lives, but you're sometimes left feeling, oh damn, I could have handled that a little bit better. So I think if this card's here and any of these situations pop up around you, give it a second thought about how you deal with it. And often the blue borders are our words that we use, so I think it's very much about your verbal approach and listening to others, letting them get their say, but when you have something to say back to them, think of the words you're using, choose your words carefully. Basically, health-wise, I also think it means slow down, watch yourself going down steps, for instance, keep your eyes on where you're walking, just take a few breaths and gather yourself again for health. Knees and legs might be even something to think of for the month if we're thinking of anything else, that the message that card gives. We come to this kind of fourth week here and we see this beautiful memories of love. Traditionally this is talking about childhood fondness and how when you might have been a child you grew up with love and happiness and laughter, and you can sometimes revisit those places. So some of you might go back to a childhood area and revisit it, or connect with family members through some sort of celebration or event. Some of you might have an old past person come back into your life, such as an old friend or even an old romantic lover. These can be sometimes rekindled energies, or if not rekindled fully, you will hold them generally with a bit of fondness and great memory. And the other thing too is, if any of you had any childhood illnesses such as things like eczema or asthma or bronchitis, these may resurface again, and you may want to look into finding ways of moving them on back out. But there's no doubt that the overall message is very clear. It's about spirituality, it's about the third eye awakening, it's about zodiac patterns and connections and shifts, and it's very beautiful and it's very strong. It's got a strong energy there for you, lovely, vibrant energy. So the third eye chakra, it will be interesting to see, because I'm actually going to do for the rest of the reading is a chakra card. So we'll see what card comes out for you for the next part of the reading. But that's a lovely one, guys. Really connected, really special, and suits your nature and the who you are. So I will put these ones away. Just move the little crystal. I'll leave it up there now. And we'll move these away and see what your chakra card is going to be. So this is for Scorpio, and this is the final card for the reading. This is their chakra energy. So what message and what extra vibration are we going to bring in for Scorpio? And in fact, I'll spread them out and we will select one from here. Sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty and honour. Now let me just find the book here for you for that. I think that is the Sacral chakra. Embrace the creative fire of your being. Honour the sacred power, openness and beauty of genuine sensual connection. This is the story of the card. Light pours into a warm bedroom as two lovers meet in affectionate embrace. They are close and open, connected, honest and alive in their union. It is daylight and there is nothing to hide. Their hands caress and support each other. Their breathing and movement is unified. Harvesting and sharing the sacred power of their inner fires in this moment, they are one. And this is the message. It is time to express and experience your passions and desires, to honour the power of your sexual energy as a sacred creative life force, not only in your union with another, but also in your life. On a surface level, this card is an invitation to become aware of and communicate your sexual values, needs and wants with your partner. Talk about what you enjoy. Open the pathway to move beyond fears or restrictions that you each may carry from the past. Honour your true feelings about sex and sexuality. On a deeper level, it is time to raise your awareness of the divine aspects of your sexual energy. To acknowledge yourself as a sexual being, not as popular culture perceives it, but as a pure expression of creative life force in all aspects of your being. It is time to become comfortable with the unique essence of your physical form, who you are, your colouring and textures, the way you dress, your fragrance and body language. Expand your daily expression of your own inner fire and sexuality. Seek to recognise and feel this divine energy in your intimate partner as well as in yourself. Acknowledge the beauty in the meeting together of two souls. Feel the energy exchange. Allow the pure love and pleasure of giving and receiving to envelop you and move through you. Allow yourself to be fully present in that sacred space. Expressing your sexual essence can be innocent and intense, playful and fulfilling, joyfully creative and deeply sacred. Honour the sacred power of your sexual energy in life. And I think, just going back to your cards, this one here is the complete partner for it. And it was only just as I was reading a little bit later, I thought to myself, wait a minute, that Ace of Wands, that passion ignited, there's definitely, I think for some of you, there's new potential physical partners coming in. And if they're not new, it's reigniting a current partner. You know, this whole passion ignited, and then you get this sexuality card as well. So, and I said to you, it was a beautiful big month, and I think there is so much connection for you. And sometimes when we have a really deep soulmate relationship with someone, or even, you know, dare I say the word twin flame, we can get these intense physical reactions as well with them. And this here, when I think about it now, is almost a twin flame, and it's meeting at the heart. So for some of you, keep yourselves open and aware, and see if you get this feeling in your life's journey as you move on through the year and through the month. So I did say it was a really cool reading, and I'll stand by that. So all the best, Scorpio, and enjoy that reading and really embellish it, groove with it. All the best for February, and I'll catch you in March. Thank you all for listening, liking and subbing. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.